but you see, this this cold water was mixing
with hot.
At some point you see, even on the toilet side, the point which will fill the cistern and you will flush, it was receiving hot water. And I asked myself, so you mean Marwa will use electricity to use the electricity to fill the cistern of the toilet and flushing the waste with the hot water. So we started deeper at that level, but there was a time like 3 weeks back or 4. He sent me a message like a warning, telling me I have destroyed his name match and my days are numbered.
Wow.
So I have to be so careful. I knew going to Nyabohanse, I'm not going to meet the saints. I'm going to meet the human beings. And you see, human beings act differently. That is the fundamental thing you have.
It's your travel companion here, Ben, welcoming you back to the DP Safaris YouTube channel. Yes, as I had told you earlier, I'm coming to you from Voi, and I have an aerial view of Voi town from this particular location, which I told is called the Oasis Hotel. You can see the hills that surround Voi and the city center, or the town center, as can be seen from the Oasis, guys. It's a beautiful location. Yes, let me show you further hills. We are the rooftop, and you can be able to see much of Voi. Yes, it's a town in the middle between Mombasa and Nairobi, and we're still traveling to Nairobi. So what we see there is a Catholic church ahead of me. Yes, you can see the cross and you can see the background of the hills, lots of trees and vegetation and buildings. Yes, we are here today, privileged to be hosting the one and only Strongman 254. Remember, in part 1 he gave us his story of how he traveled from Mombasa to Marwa's place and his experience. So we are continuing with this series, and I'm here to introduce him back to the channel. Hi, Agnes.
Hi.
Yes, I see you're taking a photo with Mr. Strongman here.
Yes.
Welcome back. Yes, guys. So how is it?
Great.
Great?
Yeah.
Mr. Strongman?
Yeah.
How's it going?
It's right.
All right. Yes, we can move to the edge here so that we can continue with our interview. Yes, you were mentioning to us, please come this side so that we have the sun on this side. You're mentioning to us about your reception at Nyabohanse by Marwa and his team. You had felt that you needed to give him a gift, which you went and bought. Although he told you it was not necessary, but you did it out of your own conviction.
Exactly.
And that was great. Marwa also offered you accommodation. And I think you accepted.
I accepted the accommodation. That was the second day after I slept that night, that first night at Majake's home.
Okay.
Airbnb.
Yeah, so basically you've been received at you've been now accepted and received at Marwa's villa.
Exactly.
The host himself with Marwa has invited you and given you accommodation. So I believe now you had you also did the house tour, remember, with the other plumber.
Yes.
So I think now you are ready to go.
Yes, I was ready now to go. So after we did the house tour,
yes,
that's where the whole thing now started. Because I wanted to know more about this plumbing and every connection.
Yes.
Because the way it was done, it was not done as per my satisfaction.
Okay.
So I started asking him, can we do it this way rather than this way? How
so you are giving it an independent view. That is like a third eye.
Exactly.
To see what has already happened and whether it's been done to the, at least as per your own experience, to the right level.
Exactly. And also at the same time,
yes,
I was asking myself and judging myself. If Marwa gives me this chance,
yes,
of assisting the plumber.
Yes.
The plumbing work. And maybe I do as per the former plumber.
Yes.
Anything which will come negatively, he will blame me.
Correct.
He will usually say, and you came here, you asked for the permission to do plumbing, and also you didn't see all these wrongs.
Yes.
So what was your
input?
Your input.
So you had this burden on your shoulders.
Yes. So
you have to prove yourself.
Exactly.
And you have to make things better where you find that maybe the level is not okay.
Yes. So I told myself, even if maybe we won't be like the former plumber won't agree with me, I have to do it the different way. And if you won't agree with me completely, and maybe Maro won't buy my idea, so maybe I have to go back to Mombasa, because I don't want to in some agreement which will backfire later.
Okay.
So I saw the pipings, all the fittings.
Yes.
So first I wanted to know if this house, I saw 2 pipes, which is hot water and cold water.
Yes.
And I saw a piping where you are supposed to connect the instant water heating machine.
Oh,
yes.
Heating. Okay.
Yes. So I asked him, so you mean this whole house, every bathroom, you have to connect this instant water heating machine, or is there anything which will be done apart from this? Then he told me also there is a provision of solar water heater.
Okay.
Solar water heater. And I asked him, where are the connections of solar water heater?
Yes.
And he told me they are down there. So I asked myself, so and how come will all these points from the first floor receive the pressure, and the instant the solar water heater will be down there?
The central heater, or is it like
solar water heater?
Okay.
Solar water heater has to be
you
see like this.
Yes.
This setting of this house.
Yes.
If the tank is here,
yes, at the top.
At the top,
yes,
you have to put the solar water heater at this point, such that this solar water heater will receive water,
hot water,
or not hot water, cold water, with a pressure.
Yes, with pressure.
Such that on the hot water side, it will also push with a pressure.
Yes,
you see,
I get you.
And then this water will go down with a pressure also.
It's basically gravity.
It's basically gravity.
But make use of gravity
down there,
from down
and
go up.
Yes,
that's right.
You see, so I asked him, and he told me the solar water heater will be placed down there at the ground. At the ground.
Yes.
So I asked him how will that happen?
That's the plumber now.
That's the plumber.
Okay.
So we started deeper at that level.
At that point.
So I told him before even we go further, we have to do the testing to confirm if this hot water and cold water are really working, and if are really working, they are on the right position. Because the right position meaning when you are facing wall like this one, on this right hand, it has to be cold water. This right.
Oh, right is cold.
Cold. And the left hand is hot. So I started doing some testing first.
Okay.
Before even we agree on anything.
Yes.
But you see, this this cold water was mixing
with hot.
At some point, you see, even on the toilet side, the point which will fill the cistern and you will flush, it was receiving hot water. And I asked myself, so you mean Marwa will use electricity to use the electricity to fill the cistern of the toilet and flushing the waste with the hot water.
Yes, that is wastage of energy.
Exactly.
Yes.
So we started like quarreling.
Okay.
It's like quarreling. He started feeling like I came there to
bring
some commotion.
Yes,
and maybe to make him seem like a bad person.
To expose him.
And such things. So I told him no. My mission was not to not even exposing you, but I came to do the right thing.
I've come to add value.
Yes.
You came there to add value, not to bring differences.
Exactly. So we started like arguing, and he was uncomfortable dealing with me.
Yes.
So it is at this point where he said he feels like I'm not much welcome there, and maybe I have to leave. So he offered me to connect 2 toilets. That's why he needs some assistance.
Okay.
Only 2 toilets, and then I leave. Yes. So I told him, so show me the toilets. So he showed me the toilets. Then the same toilets had some issue because the points were like this far high, and they're supposed to be here. Because you have to use something called flex tube. Flex tube. You see, like this one. A basin like this one.
Yes.
So a basin like this one has a flex tube. This is a flex tube. This one, right here. This is flex tube.
Yes.
That is a flex tube.
Okay.
So this flex tube is the one you will connect from the wall, and it will feed this tap with the water. When you open, water will come out.
Okay.
So, and you see the length.
Okay.
The length of that flex tube is usually 1 foot and 1.5. Standard.
Okay.
And when you are doing this plumbing, you
Yes.
have to do your maths right.
Yes.
Where you are placing a toilet and the point of a cistern where you will connect to a flex tube,
Yes.
you have to do your maths. 1.5 will reach that point.
Okay.
But you see where his points were,
Yes.
even if you connect 3 of them,
Yes.
they won't reach.
Wow.
You see?
Yes.
So I told him, even this one we can't fit because you can see where the points are and where the toilet is.
Yes.
So also on those points we have to do the chiseling and bring these points down.
All right.
For me now to fit that toilet.
Yes.
Maro was there also. He was very he had that urgency of those toilets to be fitted because the party was approaching.
Okay.
Then I had to explain to him, you see, me, I don't do this job because of this and this.
Yes.
Because I don't want to be seen like a bad person connecting this and then to bring some more issues in the future.
Okay.
And also we were discussing about this issue of hot and cold.
Yes.
And his arguments were, I can't even understand, because I was telling him on the left side.
Okay. Strongman 254, hold it right there, guys. The noise you're hearing, there's a football match across. Yes, we have teams competing. Believe it's a tournament or schools, inter-schools competition. So you may be hearing the sounds on and off as they make goals. Yeah, so just wanted to let you know what's the noise around here. So Strongman 254 as we continue.
Yes. Yeah.
Guys, catch you in a bit. Hi guys, yes, so we are continuing with the interesting story of Strongman 254. He's arrived at Nyabohanse. He's been warmly received by Marwa himself and given accommodation. He's also been given a house tour by the original plumber, and he's been assigned a task of which he has realized the design is not as per the standard that he himself would vouch for. So let's continue with this story to know what happened next. Welcome back, Mr.
Yes.
Strongman.
Yes, thank you.
Yes, so kindly proceed with your story. I think you were given some tasks to handle some 2 toilets.
Yes.
And you had realized the design, especially for the flex pipes,
Yes.
was not up to standard.
Exactly.
So what solution did you offer?
So, you see, at this moment,
Yes.
things were running so fast.
Okay.
As the party was
Approaching. Okay.
So I had to play my game so wisely.
Okay.
Because if I entered the same agreement,
Yes.
I could end up doing things which will come to haunt me someday. So I went to Marwa and I told him, no, I can't fix the toilets.
Yes.
Because of this and this and this.
ABCD.
So he asked me, so what is there for you? What is there you need for you to fix the toilet?
Okay.
I told him, you have to bring these points down. That height is not standard. At the same time, there is something which has to be built like a design. Then after that, I fixed my toilet.
Okay.
And we agreed. He trusted me very much.
Okay.
So we agreed and we started doing all those. At the same time also rectifying the hot water and the cold water.
Okay.
So we started at that point. And also, you see, we had some argument.
Yes.
About this hot and cold.
Okay.
And the former plumber was like telling me and also Maro that the mixing of the water, maybe what we have to do, we have to leave the same things the way they are, and maybe we come and interchange the knobs.
So he was resisting the change, basically.
Yes, and also at the same time, those pipings had the gate valves,
Yes.
which were placed inside the wall. And I was telling him, you see where the gate valves are and the toilet is a very close area, and in future,
Yes.
if these gate valves bring some problems because they are not permanently,
Okay.
where you want maybe to change them,
Yes.
you have to break
The wall.
a very big area for you to change these gate valves.
Okay.
And you will end up destroying the tiles and the entire area.
So you mean they have a lifetime?
Yes.
Basically, they are not fitted. They are permanently. They have
and you see our market, African market,
Yes.
is somehow, can I say,
the quality is substandard.
yes, most of the things are coming from China.
Yes.
And you see China, I'm not talking about them, but but you see China has the quality. It has the first quality, second quality, and third quality. And the third quality, mainly they direct it to Africa. Most of the highest quality are not brought here.
They go to the developed countries.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. So
as third world, we get the lowest grade.
Yes, exactly.
Okay.
So you can't trust that.
And if you want the first grade, you really have to look for it.
And you cannot even find it.
You cannot even find it.
Yes.
Okay.
So sometimes you can even fit a gate valve which is very new. At the same time, it will start leaking on the
immediately.
head. Immediately on the head.
So basically, they tend to be substandard.
Exactly.
Okay.
So I told him we can't put these things here because in the future it will bring a lot of problem
Yes.
to the owner. So we have to, while doing our rectification of plumbing, of piping,
Yes.
we have to uproot them also, all the gate valves. And he was not ready to do so.
Yeah.
So
maybe he felt you were taking him backwards.
Yes, he felt that I'm taking him
where
backwards.
he had already thought he had finished.
Yes, and you see, Maro also told him, I am not taking his job.
Yes.
And myself, I was there only to help, not to be paid.
Yes.
So his salary was his salary.
Yes.
Yes, I was not
Okay. Yeah, it was
paid.
not going to be affected by your presence.
Yes, and purely I was using my money.
Yes.
I was using my money purely on eating and everything.
Okay. You were self-sponsored.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. The money which I was using there, apart from mine,
Yeah.
it was only supper.
And accommodation.
And accommodation.
Yes.
But breakfast and lunch,
Yeah.
it was purely
On you.
on me.
Okay.
So it reached a time where the former plumber vanished.
He vanished.
Yes.
Without notice.
Without notice. And also Maro told the engineer to go and call the former plumber.
Yes.
So they have a meeting and asked him, because so many things are
pending,
were coming up.
Okay.
Some pipes were not fixed with the target, and there was no target which were added on the
so they would leak.
west. Definitely.
Yeah.
So Maro asked the engineer to go and look for the plumber.
Tangent is the glue that holds the pipe together. Adhesive, yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
So Maro was asking if engineer will call, will bring this plumber at the site, and maybe he can answer these questions why he was not adding this adhesive, the target, on the pipe and the fitting, but he didn't appear on the site, and that's how he vanished. Until today, I've not seen him.
You've not seen him again?
You have not seen him again, but there was a time, like 3 weeks back, or 4.
Okay.
He sent me a message like a warning.
That is
yes, he sent me a message like a warning, telling me I have destroyed his name match and my days are numbered.
Wow.
So I have to be so careful.
Guys, that is worrying, eh? This is turning out to be like a movie, you know. If somebody can send you such a message, then it means
I have that message.
It's a very serious thing.
I have that message.
You're a family man. How did you take that threat?
No, you see, me, I believe in God.
Yes.
You see, anything happens in your life,
yes,
it has to be God's plan.
Yes.
So I always believe that I live at the mercies of God.
Yes.
So nobody even can threaten me, even thinking to attack me. You have to have that courage, because I've not wronged anyone.
Yes.
Yes. And you see, when I was at Maro's compound, I was not loitering around. I was just in the compound working, like every time I was busy. And when I was going out,
yes,
it was like someone is I was with maybe Cloud Joseph or Get the River, and we are heading to the hardware to purchase something which I will be using.
That was during the day?
That was during the day.
Did you go out in the evenings or at night?
No, I've never gone out at night.
Okay.
Yes, at night I was just in the compound or in my room, relaxing.
That was good.
Yes, my entire period.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay, so sorry about that threat, but it's good. God has protected you. Nothing bad happened to you.
And it will not happen.
And it will not happen.
Yes.
Yes, so what transpired after the toilet issue? Did you manage to repair them?
I repaired all of them. And the design I proposed, Marwa gave in.
Yes.
And so...
You mean he accepted the new design?
Yes,
okay.
The design I told him.
Yes.
So we did the piping and the design, put together, and I fixed all the toilets.
Okay.
And they are now working.
Okay.
Yeah.
So probably that was your first task that you did successfully.
Yeah.
I'll jump ahead because when I saw you at Marwa, now you had progressed and you had been at the site for longer.
Yeah.
I saw you telling Marwa now we have to break the floor, and the floor was looking so awesome at some places, maybe in the bathrooms. You said, now you know what, these tiles have to go. I think it was a hard decision for him.
Yes,
but,
and you see, it was a must because
yes,
most of the pipes,
yes,
waste pipes,
yes,
were passing on the floor, and these pipes, most of them were the points of bathtub.
yes, bathtub.
And the size, was not done correctly because the bathtub always consumes 1.5 waste pipe.
Yes.
But the pipes which were there were 1.25.
So they were smaller.
They were smaller.
Okay.
So we have to get rid of them and place a bigger one.
That's the waste.
That is the waste.
Okay.
Pipe. Yes.
Okay.
Which were in the Aaron Dante's room.
Yes.
And another area to his room also. To the Aaron Mara's room also.
Okay.
Yes.
And the rooms for D Mwango?
And the rooms for D Mwango, I didn't replace any waste pipe there.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. So basically it was on the first floor.
And the first floor was more critically because
yes,
if it will start leaking, you will see it up here.
On the ground floor you'll see it.
But on the ground floor,
yes,
it may sink.
Yeah, I'm saying actually from the ground floor you could see the ceiling if it's leaking from the first floor.
Exactly.
You see the leakage.
Yes.
Yeah, I agree.
So I thought it was a very good idea to make sure you go about the...
For me, that decision that you took to advise Marwa that he needs to break some of the tiles that he had placed on the floor, that showed me you have strength. You are a strong man for sure. Because some people can avoid talking the truth to the boss.
Yes.
They may feel now, how will the boss take me if I tell him now to break something that he treasures so much? Because remember, Marwa invested so much in the new tiles.
And you see, still there are more tiles to be broken. Which I told Marwa, and he was not ready.
Yes.
Until today, we have not broke the tiles.
Okay.
Where there is the kitchens.
Okay.
All the kitchens. The water.
Yes.
Is like it's not on the right place.
Okay.
Hot and cold. Hot must be on the left, and cold has to be on the right.
But we could leave them on the. We could interchange right and left, so long as probably you put the colors, on the taps, red tap, blue tap.
No. You see, the taps has the knobs.
Yes.
And the knob, the tap, if it's looking this way.
Yes.
And you are using the kitchen or the work where the sink is.
Yes.
You are facing this way. This knob, which is on your right side, has to be the cold water.
That is the international standard. But I'm saying if the piping is interchanged, is there a midway solution where you can say we'll use the marking of the tap color to know this is hot, this is cold, so that despite the fact that it's on the left, but it's still indicated by the red tap that this is hot, and the blue color, this is cold. I'm just asking to know if there's
maybe if you
compromise.
Maybe if you do that, it's like it also compromising the quality, and not even the quality, even the make of the company.
Yes.
And even we see they can even sue you.
Oh, you mean the taps are designed like that?
They are designed like that.
I get you.
The only thing you can do, maybe you cross them like this.
Yes, that's what I was asking.
Because you see, the mixers has the flex tube.
Okay.
Flex tube mixers, and maybe you cross them like this.
The flex tubes.
Yes.
Okay. Okay.
And you see, the problem is, if maybe one plumber, a different plumber, apart from me,
comes to site,
and maybe is given this job to maybe
repair,
to some repair, he won't even know what is there.
He expects a standard work.
So he will maybe fit them. Just the right goes to the right and the left goes to the left. So it's maybe this job will maybe like it's only you who will be repairing that.
Guys, right there we get to see the sort of international standards that Strongman 254 adopts to. He has to make sure that things work as per the requirement, as per the set standard internationally. Because remember, Marwa's villa It's a commercial building.
Yes.
It's not a private home where probably he can live with the small modifications.
Yeah.
Visitors will come who expect things to work the way they are set internationally.
Exactly.
And I can see from there that 254 was actually insisting that we have to do things the right way.
Exactly.
Yes, and that congrats for that, strong man.
Thank you.
Yes, you can proceed.
So there are some which we have not done, like the kitchens, mainly the kitchens.
Yes.
And also the piping for the solar water heater.
Yes.
Also, that one we have not yet done.
Yes.
And the fittings like wash and basins, kitchens, bathtubs, jacuzzi. Those are the ones which are remaining.
Okay.
Which I suppose maybe for me to attend to them when I go back.
Okay, and just to clarify what I meant by a commercial building, is just to imply that Marwa says he could even accommodate visitors there, probably use it as an Airbnb.
Yeah.
So it just means it's not a 100% purely private home.
Or
He has different visitors, or a conference,
yes.
or like the way he did a party, he has so many people he hosts.
Yeah.
So it really needs to be thought of at that commercial level, where it's not just small scale,
Yeah.
but rather commercial level.
Exactly.
Okay.
Yes.
So in between, you were talking about the toilet, then I moved you now to the issue of the tiles.
Yeah.
Anything of interest you may want to point out probably as we proceed in terms of your experience at the site?
Okay, at first you see it was very hard for me because you see the decision I took.
Yes.
It was so hard, and it had some interest.
Yes.
Because you see the engineer was right there, and the plumber was right there, and all of them, they were on the same agreement.
Yes.
That I don't have to interfere much with the settings which are there.
Yes.
I had to leave everything at that level, and maybe if there is anything, I have to be directed by the plumber.
Okay.
So me being like, I can say I was like stubborn. So me
You have
being
to explain that.
stubborn, meaning that they were saying you have to leave what is there.
Oh,
Just
the way it is.
The way it is.
Oh, okay.
And me being a stubborn, meaning that I have to change them. I want to leave.
You have to make things right.
Yes.
Basically.
So, yes.
You insist on making things right.
Yes. That
Okay.
that was my stubbornness.
Okay.
Yes.
That's acceptable.
Have you understood?
Yes,
now?
yes, that's acceptable.
So
Uh-huh.
that somehow I feel like it brought something like enmity.
Or resistance.
A resistance.
Yes.
So they felt like I'm a very stubborn person, and maybe I came there with a mission.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
So I relied mostly on Marwa support.
Okay.
Yeah, so if anything happens, I could run to Marwa and tell him, I want to do this and this and this, and that's what I feel.
Okay.
And it is done this way.
Okay.
And it is not right. I explain to him, then he gives me go ahead.
Okay.
And I do it. If I need any material, I tell him I need this and this material. He send me to the hardware, and I bring them and use them to correct what I feel is to be corrected.
Okay, there were two stages of your work.
Yeah.
The first time I met you
Yeah.
at the villa,
Yes.
I remember you told me you were working on the internal side.
Yeah.
So I can treat that as phase one
Yeah.
or stage one.
Yes.
There was this part which you did later, which was now the external side. The external piping
Yes.
and the sewer manholes.
Yes.
Maybe that was a different phase, or was it just treated as one phase, or you had to do them initially when you arrived? I think you were focusing more on the internal side.
You see, when I went to Marwa,
Yes.
I didn't think much about the drainage.
The external
Because
side.
Yes,
Mhm.
because even on the videos you can't
Yes.
see the drainage and how it's done.
Yes.
So I came to realize about the drainage after I started working. I worked like almost finishing.
Yes.
Then I set my eyes on the drainage.
Drainage now.
And I saw the manhole covers. They were so small.
They were small.
So I asked myself, these small manhole covers, they are not the standard for a manhole itself.
So I think then you are going more towards, you are looking at it as a commercial setup.
Yes.
Not just a small home, you know.
Exactly.
So you needed some bigger manholes to carry the huge level of drainage waste.
Yes. So one day I tried to open the manhole cover.
Okay.
And I expected to see these two things inside.
Yes.
That manhole. I expected to see the channels and the benching.
Okay.
And I didn't find one of those.
What did you find?
I found just the pipes, random pipes inside that small hole.
Okay.
So I asked myself, these ones now also they won't take the waste from the first chamber to the next chamber. So the waste will come just at this chamber and everything will remain here and the system will collapse.
Wow.
It won't take it further.
Guys, this guy was God sent. Remember, he went to offer his services for free. He did the consultancy, found things were not done as per the international standard, and he was there to correct and make sure that things work for Marwa. Thank you. Now there's the last video you're doing with Marwa, where you showed him the drainage now, external drainage. I think he was also amazed to find it working so well and so clean.
So after I saw that, I told Marwa, and also he couldn't even believe.
Yes.
But he told me, but I'm very sure everything is running smoothly. So he was asking me about the gradient.
Yes, the gradient. Yes.
And I told him, as far as maybe there is any gradient here, but the setup of the manhole itself won't carry this waste from this chamber to the next chamber. And if it will carry from this chamber to the next chamber, it won't go round
to the digester or to the next manhole.
Yes.
Okay.
It won't reach from first chamber, next and third.
Okay. It won't circulate.
It won't circulate.
Okay.
So he told me, can you engage engineer? So I engaged engineer.
Yes.
And he was very furious at me.
Oh my. Oh my. Sorry about
that. So he asked me, so you mean you want to break all this setup of a drainage for you to add more expenses to somebody, something which is working.
It's working, yeah.
Yes.
So it's the same resistance you faced in the first stage, inside the house.
Exactly, and he was not happy with me. So I took my tape measure and I measured everything, and I told him, you see, this small chamber is carrying two lines, the sewer one and the other one which is carrying water directly from the kitchens. And you see, it doesn't have the channels and the benching. Okay. Even himself, he doesn't know what the channels are and the benching are. Okay. So I explained to him, but he was not listening. So I told him, okay, so you think maybe I am bringing a lot of expenses tomorrow? Okay, no problem. The party is coming, so I will be vindicated. I told him I will be vindicated when
so that was still before the party began.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. So I told him I'll be vindicated because you see these setups won't work. I tell you. Okay. And I told him, and you can see the presents which are here. Most of them are tissue papers.
Yes.
Do you know the work of tissue papers? It won't go past 2 manholes, I tell you. So
serious,
so he was very furious, and I told me, okay, let me do my thing. I'm still working at the interior side.
Anyway, that is expected because I know engineer relies on specialists.
Exactly.
So like he's not himself the plumber. He had a plumb on the ground, so probably he thought that stage had been completed.
But he said he supervised the the building of the drainage.
Oh, okay.
He told me that.
In terms of maybe its completion, but not
Yes.
really in terms of the design.
You see, as an engineer,
Yeah.
you see the work of engineer.
Yes.
It's mainly to make sure that everything is done well up to the standard.
I understand.
Because you have to know the standard of a manual,
Okay.
the size, the inner measurement of a manual.
Yes.
You have to know from one chamber to the next chamber, the distance and all that. You have to know the channels and the benchings. You have to know what is the work of a benching, what is the work of a channel,
Yes.
and you have to know all that
Okay.
for you to be able to become an engineer.
Wow. Wow.
Yes.
Wow.
So you see, an engineer is not a small.
I know, but probably we also understand or gain more experience as we do more and more sites. What I'm trying to say is that all the work that happened there is probably another learning experience for everyone.
No, but that one mainly. You see me, I didn't go to school.
Oh yeah,
to learn,
yeah.
to learn the plumbing.
Yeah, so you're street smart.
So what I'm telling you
Yes.
is mainly on the part of theoretically.
Theory now.
Theoretically.
Okay.
So he has to advise theoretically for the bodies to implement practically.
I get you. I get you.
Yes.
I get you.
So because you have to have that idea theoretically.
Okay.
Because that's what you are taught in school.
In school. Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
And now in the part of implementation practically, now we are the funders now to implement that.
Okay.
Are you getting it?
I get you.
So I told him the part is coming and these things will bring some problem. So the first time the party started,
Yes.
that week, everything collapsed.
So time proved you right.
Exactly.
Okay.
So after then, when everything starting flowing on the ground, because
Did it reach that level?
Yes.
Of coming out of the ground?
Yes.
Oh, I didn't know that.
And we see that was the entrance area.
Must have been
It
very
started
stressful
right
for
there.
Marwa.
Yes. Then we started doing the
Unblocking,
unblocking, inspecting using some PPR pipes.
Yes.
And it gave us a very hard time.
How frequent was the unblocking? Was it once or was it like frequent?
We did it once. We unblocked. It started moving. Then Marwa was convinced everything was right.
Okay.
Then I told him, no, this thing is not right. You have to change all these settings. But I saw him like he was convinced everything was right.
Okay.
I told him this thing won't work.
Okay.
So he thought like maybe he put a notice on every toilet room, telling people that no usage of tissue paper.
Yeah, I saw that.
You have to use only water.
Ooh.
Yes, but I was not sure because someone who has not even used water
Yes.
to clean
Yeah.
his back or her back.
Yes. It can't work.
It can't work.
And actually, I thought tissue paper dissolves in the drainage. It becomes
No,
more
it
like.
won't- no, it does not dissolve.
It does not dissolve.
Yes.
It just goes as is as a solid. Eh?
No, it breaks.
It breaks, yeah.
Yes, it breaks.
It
but
breaks,
but
yeah.
does not dissolve.
Breaks into smaller parts, so it can
Yes.
flow.
And they can join somehow.
Okay, they can accumulate
And
and become
like
a blockage. Yeah.
Like a hip.
Okay.
So when he was convinced like everything is right, I told him no, this thing is not right. It will still block. And I told him wait and see. So the like 2 to 3 days,
Yes.
it blocked again. And then this time I refused to unblock.
Woo.
I just stayed there. And then
The stubborn 254, strongman 254
then
again.
I told Alex
Yes.
to come and unblock it because he's the one who is the like a caretaker there.
The maintenance guy.
Yes. So when he came, he was telling me to do
The pushing.
the pushing. I
Yes.
told him no. And Mara suggested that engineer come and do the pushing. Because the first time engineer was not there.
Yeah.
But the second time, engineer was there. So the engineer came and he opened those manuals.
Yes.
And he saw what is inside, and then he asked, "Are there gloves?"
Okay.
And then he was told there is no glove. But when I was doing it, I didn't use the gloves.
Yes.
Yes, I didn't use the glove.
This is getting interesting.
Yes, so I did that way. I did it
just held the PPR on the end, one end, and pushed.
Yes, and pushed it.
Yeah.
And even if those waste
jumped on your
hand,
it's part of the work.
It's part of the work.
Yeah.
So I did it.
Okay.
That way. So he opened at long last. He asked for the gloves,
yes.
And the gloves were not there, and he carried his what do you call it? His camera and on a fixed, the camera fixed on the gimbal.
Yeah.
Holding this, interviewing the people around the compound. So and he came to me.
You mean he left it unattended?
Yes.
And continued with his normal interviews.
Interviews and shooting the is it the movies or the
videos?
Then he asked me, "What are we going to do now?" But I told him, "I told you these things earlier, and you told me you are the one who was supervising it."
Yes.
So you see. So now he started believing in me.
What you told him initially.
Exactly. Most of the things now he will come.
Became evident that
yes.
there was a problem.
Yes.
Yes.
Then I told him the only way to solve this problem is to redo.
Yes. So it was a fundamental problem.
Yes.
It has to be redesigned.
Exactly. You
Yes.
have to redesign this whole thing.
Yes.
For Marwa to have the
proper drainage,
of this drainage.
Yes, otherwise it will keep recurring.
It will keep recurring.
Yes.
And it will bring a lot of headache to him.
Okay.
Because you see, the man himself is a traveler.
Yes.
This thing may start bringing some problem
when he's away.
He's very far away.
True. Very
yes.
true.
And getting someone who will come to rectify it, it will be.
I agree. He needed closure on that, so that he can travel with peace of mind.
Exactly.
Yeah, that it works.
So Marwa gave the green light now.
Yes.
So I was the one to plan for it.
Okay.
And the engineer to bring the laborers.
Yes.
Yes. And we started working on it.
Wow. It's a tough job.
And that's how we started doing the trenching, setting, and building the manuals.
Okay, why didn't you use the gloves from the clinic?
We used them, but you see there somehow if you catch you use the PPR pipe.
Yeah.
As long as it will last, because the gloves of the clinic, they are elastic.
Yes. Oh, it will slide sort of.
It will slide, and sometimes it will break. Yes.
Okay, so it's not the right glove anyway.
It's not the right glove.
Okay, yeah, yes. I agree with you.
Yeah.
All right, so that's very interesting. I think we've generally have an idea of the challenges you faced and the solutions you provided.
Yes.
And that is, I think, much of what people really needed to know about your experience at Nyabohanse.
Yes.
Yes, what I'm getting is that you went there to give solutions.
Yeah.
And sometimes you had to enforce the solutions.
Exactly.
You are not just received and you're told to proceed, but you had to either push, as you say, in a stubborn way, or maybe let time prove you right, and then the solution had to be implemented.
Exactly.
So that was really great for you to be there and to give the solutions. Mr. Strongman, I have one question for you.
Yeah.
But before I ask my question, I'll let Agnes, I think she had a question for you also, which I told her to hold on to earlier.
Yes.
You remember?
Please
remind us your question.
What was the experience?
Yes.
And are you going back there?
All right.
Yes, I've already given you my experience.
Yes.
And what is remaining is to answer if I will be going.
Before that,
there.
I think she wants to know if your experience was good, or a bad experience, or whether you are happy or not happy, or generally how can you summarize your experience?
Okay, so my experience was very fantastic.
Nice.
You see, I knew
yes,
going to Nyabohanse, I'm not going to meet the saints.
Yes.
I'm going to meet the human beings.
Yes.
And you see, human beings act differently.
Yes.
That is the fundamental thing you have to know. Meeting different people who are not people from your local.
Yes.
And maybe I was new there, and I was going to correct things which I have not done myself. Like going to prove someone wrong.
Yes.
It was not something which was so good to me, but it was like a challenge.
Okay.
I was to go and challenge something, and after challenging it successfully, then the people will judge me.
I agree, that is fantastic, because you went with the big task and a big challenge ahead.
Yes.
And if you manage to successfully deliver and overcome the challenge, then I think that is the best feeling one can get.
Yes.
So yeah, I agree with you. As you say, it was a fantastic experience, or the experience you had there was good.
Yeah.
I also believe Marwa is a very nice boss to work with.
Yes.
And yeah, as you say also, anyway, in any organization, whether it's a home setup or commercial setup, workers always have conflicts.
Yes.
Is part of life.
Exactly.
So whatever you are going through is normal.
It's normal.
It's not unique to that site.
Exactly.
All right. So the next question she asked you was whether you plan to be on site again at Marwa's villa.
Yes. I'll be going again. Not even again.
Yes.
And again.
Okay.
And again. And even in the future, if Marwa maybe will be having a project of that kind.
Yes.
Of construction.
Yes.
I will offer myself for free.
It just shows the love you have for Marwa.
Yes.
Yes.
You see, I have gained a world.
Wow.
Yes.
Wow.
I have gained a world. You see, this video right here, which you are shooting.
Yes.
Most of the people who will be commenting on this video.
Yes.
It's not local people.
Okay.
There are people who are from outside the country.
Yes.
Outside of our continent.
Yes.
Some of them will be our local people here,
local viewers,
from Africa, and most of them, I'm very sure, will be from outside Africa.
Yes.
And I feel good to be connected.
Yes.
That was not my world.
Okay.
I am Marwa's world.
Wow.
And he has given me a piece of it.
Wow, wow, wow. Guys, I'm so encouraged by that advice, because remember they say, go for your goals, go for what you want. He feels rewarded.
Yes.
He also went to the trenches. He had to go down low to cleaning of the sewers and the drainages in order to achieve that. So it was not easy. It did not come on a silver platter.
Exactly.
You had to go down so that you can come up.
Yes.
I think that is something that all of us can take home, because you may have something you achieve, but you also have to be ready to go down in order to go up.
Exactly.
You don't just have to look at the skies and think you can only go up.
Yes.
It takes sometimes going down in order to go up.
Exactly.
Just like when you're jumping, you have to crouch down and then you jump.
Exactly.
So I'm so happy to hear that at least you're so happy to be connected with the rest of the world. Probably if you did not go to Marwa's site, you would not have those connections.
Nobody will have known me.
Yes.
Yes, I'll be known here locally. But so many people now knows me.
Yes.
As Strongman 254.
Wow, Strongman 254. You're so strong.
Yes.
If you're saying you had even to do cleanage, to clean the drainage with your bare hands.
Exactly.
It just shows the passion and the dedication you had to make sure things were working right at Marwa's.
Yes.
Okay, one last question for you. Strongman 254.
Yes.
I'm also a fan of Marwa. And I could have been watching his videos even as you were there. I used to watch them. And I saw people commenting about you. They were very positive. You had so much love and support being shown to you by Marwa's fans. But they had one question for Marwa. It became even, there's a video that was dedicated for this subject, where Marwa was asking his viewers, should I pay Strongman 254 or not? The comments were that you should be paid. Others felt different. But now I'm putting this question to you directly, Mr. Strongman 254. I know very well you went to offer your services for free. You did not go there expecting to be paid. But here comes the big question, Mr. Strongman. Were you paid or were you not paid for your services?
Okay, this question,
yes,
I will answer it, but in a different way.
Yes.
I went to Marwa's to offer my services for free.
Yes.
And Marwa agreeing,
yes,
to accept me to work for him for free.
Yes.
I knew something good,
yes,
will come out of it.
Yes.
Even the payments which maybe Marwa could pay me,
yes,
will be not enough.
Yes.
So this question,
yes,
I will answer it this way.
Okay.
Marwa didn't pay me.
Okay.
But Marwa gave me a piece of his world.
Yes.
And also he gave me a token of appreciation.
All right.
That is money.
Yes.
He gave me money as a token of appreciation.
All right.
When I was going back home to Mombasa.
Okay.
Yes.
So he appreciated you.
He appreciated me.
Yes.
Yes, and I felt so good. And also my fans.
Yes.
The people who follow me.
Yes.
Also gave me that token to appreciate me for working for free to Marwa.
Oh wow.
So that was even enough.
Yes.
For me, receiving the token of appreciation from the my viewers,
yes,
my subscribers, and the token of appreciation from Marwa himself.
Yes.
And Marwa himself giving me a piece of his work. That was very enough for me, and I will keep on supporting Marwa.
Okay.
And may God bless him abundantly every way he goes. May God protect him.
Wow.
Yes, for me.
Guys, you've had it live here on the DP Safaris YouTube channel. Strongman 254, he received a reward or a token of appreciation from Marwa, and also beyond that, he got more value because he was able to tap into the world of Marwa. He got a piece of Marwa's world, which for him is more valuable than what money can buy.
Exactly.
So it's not all about money, and I think also we're just told to give. Always we are advised to give, and we are told giving is receiving.
Exactly.
So he's received much more than just a payment. So those of you who may be having questions whether he was paid or not, actually that is not what was important. But actually the connection he got with Marwa himself and also with his world. Yes, so congratulations so much 254. Yes, and thank you so much for appearing on our channel. Actually, I looked for you because of one thing. When the party was ending, we wanted to assist Marwa because he's been very helpful to us also as DPS 254. We wanted to help him also to appreciate the team that was helping him at the party. So he had departments, and we were able to give small tokens, basically his company merchandise, which are hoodies. We were giving them just to appreciate their input as far as helping Marwa, the departments during the party. For you, you are not directly in a department per se, but you are also in your own department, which is plumbing work. And you continue to do that work even after the party. So we do not have the opportunity to give you a small token also, just to say thank you for all your input that you gave in to assist Marwa with his work and his party. So allow us today to give you what we did not give you at that time. And Agnes here had kept this for you, which you were not able to give at the party place. These are, maybe Agnes, you can explain what they are.
They are hoodies.
Yes.
Just for Mr. Strongman and his wife.
And his wife. That's why there are two there. Okay, so maybe you can hand them over to him as we close the video. So guys, there you go. Mr. Strongman has also received his hoodies, and we appreciate him so much for appearing on our channel. What do you have to tell our viewers here on this channel?
So guys, I say thank you. This is my fourth gift.
Okay.
If I start by naming them,
yes.
If it's not fourth,
yes,
it's third.
Okay. Okay.
But I feel like it is fourth.
Okay.
So thank you,
Deep East.
Deep East.
Yes.
For giving me these two.
Yes.
I know maybe this will be
Yours.
For me.
Yes.
And for
That is for, it's
my
at
lovely
Jacinta 001.
Yes.
It's underscore
Jacinta
001.
Yes, and I say thank you.
Yes.
Even you have offered the good services to hire Marwa.
Thank you.
Apart from this,
Yes.
you sent me also a token of appreciation.
Oh yeah.
Like 3 days ago.
Okay.
Yes, so I say thank you.
Okay, welcome
And,
so much.
Thank you, madam, for offering me this. God bless you very much, and I pray that may you never lack.
Amen.
Family,
Amen. Amen. Thank you so much for that.
Yes.
Thank you for your time.
Yes.
God bless you too.
Thank you.
Yes, I also say thank you for the time you've given us.
Yes.
I know you're busy, actually you're traveling elsewhere.
Yeah.
From Voi, I know you're proceeding somewhere else.
Yes.
We appreciate your time here.
Yeah.
And I know viewers will love your the interview we've had with you because of the information you've given us.
Yeah.
Probably most of them have not had it anywhere else.
Exactly.
They're hearing it here for the first time, and it's more like you're concluding on your experience.
Yeah.
And also it was very encouraging to know that you'll not just go back to Marwa's place.
Yeah.
You're ready to go again and again and again. In
Yes.
short, you're a permanent friend of Marwa.
Exactly.
And you're ready to assist him at any time whenever he needs your assistance.
Yes.
So thank you for that.
Yeah.
And we'll be seeing you again.
Thank you.
So guys, bye bye and happy new year.
Happy New Year.
Yes. Thank you so much.
Thank you.